On the turn of the millennium, I wanted to start a free school, but I couldn't find secure sponsorship. However, in 2011, when the Secretary of State announced that any man or woman of the street could write a business case and ask for some money from the government, I was in. I gave up my job, and 2 months later, I was writing a business case to start a free school. I wanted to be able to offer independent-style education for free. The aim was to live, share and celebrate the love of learning in a Christian environment whilst welcoming those of other faiths and cultures. With independent-style education, I wanted to be able to offer places in an area of high need to working parents who wanted school with a longer working day. We had tremendous support from the community, who were both welcoming and encouraging. Even though we took over the local community hall, knocked it down and rebuilt it, they were still behind us and backed us all the way. This hall, and indeed all our school halls, are used regularly by the community, whether it's for church groups, music groups, drama groups and other sorts of activities. I recall the visit of the Ofsted inspector for the pre-opening inspection. I had told him not to come in his pinstripe suit, but he arrived in pouring rain, having got lost on the way, and was in a really irritable mood. The demolition crew were in, and I took him to the top floor. We worked our way down the school. As we went, there were men carrying bits of old partitions, plasterboard, left, right and centre, and then it happened. We went through a door. The inspector knocked a radiator that was strategically placed at the entrance of the door, and it fell over. As it fell, he put his hand out to stop the radiator. Blood started to spurt everywhere as he cut his finger. You can imagine my surprise when, earlier than expected, he called me down to hear what his report was. He had passed us for opening. I was absolutely thrilled. It was a groundbreaking policy and an extraordinary time. Head teachers were receiving letters from the Secretary of State. I was asked to Buckingham Palace, number 10 Downing Street, meetings with David Cameron. It really was a time that I will never forget, quite surreal. One moment I'd be wiping a child's nose or teaching music, and the next I was hobnobbing with politicians and in extraordinary places. The cherry on the top was being awarded outstanding, indeed for both our primary schools, despite the fact that for both the Ofsted inspections we were in porta cabins. It's been a huge responsibility because we're using taxpayers' money. Every penny counts, and it's important that we make sure that we use money wisely. We are immensely proud of the children who started with us in 2011 and have completed their GCSEs. For those children who joined in Key Stage 2, they received 94% 4 to 9 grade, and that is absolutely thrilling for them and for their parents. We are very pleased with the staff growth and development. We have one member of staff who came as a TA, and she is now a deputy head. We really love being part of the community and holding events which local families can attend, such as our summer fete every year, which is attended by nearly 2,000 people. At the end of the school day, it's a joy to witness a sea of turquoise uniform flood into the park. Well, it's a bit like childbirth. You forget the pain. It was really because we were so oversubscribed. We wanted to meet the parental desire in the area. They wanted the type of education that we were providing. Well, it's a real team effort. As the schools have grown, so of course have the number of staff, and they all use their areas of strength to broaden and strengthen the school as a whole. We're incredibly fortunate to have a fantastic board of trustees who have shown commitment over the years in quite an extraordinary manner, always supporting the vision as it's been carried forward from strength to strength. What we have is a very diverse community in the schools, both reflected in the staff and in the children who attend. They come from all walks of life, all faiths and all cultures. Canary Wharf College has brought in huge investment into the community. for local families, and we hope to continue to do this. We are truly schools of the community, from the community and for the community.